Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Ready? 19, 18, Cup 19, Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Right to the air, it's Jones. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone.
Right here. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Brought in close to the 8. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Taylor again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from back at the 7. Here's third and goal.
Ready? Bravo 80. Say, hey. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Love. Looking right, and he finds it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Let's go. Black is 60 red.
Love out of the shotgun. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. Motion the tight end over. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Come on, set. Ready?
Thrown on first down, Love. Kraft has it. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Gain of 26 yards there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Gould on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down, Jones to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And Duran Cooper takes it away. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Let's hey, green, yellow, stick, mega, black shot, white, white.
Love now on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On the ready.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here. Field. Flag. 33. Yellow. Set. Cut.
Love from the gun. Right back to Watson. This is Combs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Field. Set. Ready. Black.
They've got a man in motion.
Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That's Reed on a slant. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Ready. Ready. Red. 38. Strikers. 3-3.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser use stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Cut. Ready.
They'll try with the wideout. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense up to the line fast.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A 7-yard.
Here's Jones to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Check smash. Check smash. 18, right here. Check up.
They're down from the gun. Jones. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Pistol now for Jones. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones dumped off to his running back and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawks 70, Hawks.
To throw again, it's Jones. He beams one deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. I said that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah.
Ready, set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Shot. Six, Mega, Blaster, 6, Black Ultra. Set.
Throwing, it's Love. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Yellow. Here we go, set. Eagle blue. Green Jack.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Ready, cut, cut.
Love now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. 33, yellow. Go pink. Yellow, blue. Smash, red. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Throwing to the back of the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Black 40. Black blue. Hey,
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Claude Ray.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 15.
Down.
First down, Green Bay.
Green. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Love to throw again. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21.
Colts nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Gould on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed to his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready? Warriors 70. 70 Lions. Let's go.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Packers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hand seat. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones that are the most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
Now Love on the play fake. Hits his running back. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A pickup of 17. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
45.
And
White.
the Packer first down.
Black ultra. White. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. Throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Ashton Doolin now to return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Jones on first down. That one finds Josh Downs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's got it over the middle. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing here, Jones. Completed over the middle. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down Colts. A dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're handpicked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who could always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
Hey, boom! 52, boom! Ready?
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Love with it on first down. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
60 red. 60 red.
Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our fourth quarter. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go. Check.
That one's out and cut on the right side. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Gould on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. This is Taylor. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Jones now on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Working quickly here.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
6 more yards. That's another Colts first down.
Play fake, Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
70 Lions.
Jones trying again now on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Desperation time here on 4th. Chased out to his right. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Back to the air. Love. That's complete to Reed. Out left. He loses the football. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover. They keep possession. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Recovered by the offense.
Get ready.
Play fake. It's Love. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good. For the Packers.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Set.
Going run again with Jacobs. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
At the 41. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go next. Cut.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60, 60,
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Fourth down, pass coming. Trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action on 1st down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Packers are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They stick with Jacobs. The defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb.